Hello guys, today we are going to start with the Turkish scholarship as I promised earlier. So we are going to start with that one. I promised earlier that we are going to start with the Turkish scholarship. So first of all, what I will advise is that you go to your browser. If you are using Google, you go to your Google. If you are using Firefox, you go there. Whatever browser you are using, if you are using Opera, you use it. You go there, you type Türkiye Scholarship Bursary if you know how to say it in Turkish, or you just type Turkish Government Scholarship. So after there, it will take you to this interface. And now you have these icons up where you are asked about home, about Turkey Scholarship, Discover Academy, and the rest of it onto application or login. So this is where you are going to start your application. Where they said application or login. You make sure you come there and select. After you have select, it will take you to this other interface. So in this interface, now they have these two given options where you are asked to enter your email. If you use your email, they will ask you to use your password, the one you created for yourself during the time of what? When you are registering. The time when you are registering, that's the time you are going to put password and your email. So if you don't use this email, you use your phone number, that one also is not a problem, as long as you can be able to receive the message to verify for your application. You go there. For first timers, you come to register, you just select register. It will take you where you are going to fill all information, email, date of birth if necessary, and the rest of it. You put your password, then you save it. They will send you a link. That link will go to your email that you provided. Then you will go to your email and select the link and verify. So after that, you now come back to this space. You enter your email, you type it. You don't just copy and paste, you type it. From there, you type your password. From there, you come here, you select login. Oh my God, this is where it has taken you. This is now your interface that you are going to be dealing with. They will ask you first your personal information, starting with your gender, your nationality, the type of ID you have, the ID card, whether it is a passport, a national ID, a student ID. Then they ask you if you have a passport number, you put it. If there is no passport number, you enter the ID number that is in your ID card. From there, they will ask you what type of document you upload. As for me, this application, I put a passport. By then I was already having my passport and my date of birth, the city of birth, and they asked me a very important question: if I am disabled, disability status. So I don't have any disability, so I'm not disabled. After you have done this part, there is an option down where you are going to save each step you take. But guess what? I am going to share with you something very much important here that you should take into consideration. Your passport photo should be the one that they want. One of the reasons this my application, I thought that the main reason they didn't select me was because of this my sorry, this my passport photo. So make sure that if you are in Sierra Leone or any part of Africa where there is no much opportunities to have access to these passport photos online, just go to any cafe, then you ask them that you want a passport photo, the authentic and the standard passport photo. They will do it for you. You can even give them your email, they can email you, or your WhatsApp number they will send you. That also can work. Then from there you can save it in your phone or your PC, then you upload it later. So after you have done all the required information, after you have entered everything, they ask you for information on hobbies. By then, the time I did this application, I like traveling. If there is that opportunity, I want to know a lot of things. And I also like to know much about computers. And also, I like sports, as I'm a big fan of soccer. And then they ask you if you have any special talent, you also enter that one. If necessary or important to you, you do it. But all these are optional in this case. The most important ones is this information at the top. This is your personal information. You should make sure you do it very well. Then you come to the second option, family information. Your mother, your father, the number of siblings you have, the total monthly income, because these are all going to count when they are going to select you. During the evaluation process, they are gonna think about all these things. So you take all this into consideration. And also, mom, dad alive, what is your marital status? You are single, that means if you not married it. And then you come to the next option. After you have done this, they will give you a green light option where you save it. Then you come again to the next option, contact information, which is very much important. I cannot lie to you, it's very much important. Country, street, you enter your mobile number. As you can see, when I was in Sierra Leone, this was my mobile number. The city in Sierra Leone, our building numbers are not like this part of the world where it is all being digitalized and the rest of it. So now these days they have done something very much important, even though to us it's not that much important. But my advice to each and every young fellow who are striving to more better opportunities, you have to be mindful the way you operate your social media platforms, your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, even this your TikTok. Because at the end now, most of these application online, they are requesting for your link of these social medias. They want to know what have you been sharing online. Recently, we saw a student being arrested in the US, a Turkish student of a PhD, just for a comment she made on Facebook, on social media. And she's not only lost her studies, and she also exposed herself to being deported. Only God knows what will happen then. So now you come next to your education information. Wow, this one is very much important. You come to your high school. For us in Sierra Leone, we deal with high school. Yeah. So high school, you select high school. After selecting high school, it takes you to this option. Sierra Leone country, Freetown, name of school, Ahmadiyya, educational stage, secondary level, high school, you know, general high school, major field of your education, science or natural science. For those who are coming from commerce, you select commerce. Those who are coming from art, you select art. So you enter your status continues. By this one, it shows that yes, like for me, I started 2015 and completed 2017 when I graduated. By then, so you see this option. This is the type of option you will see, save. So you come down, they ask you to enter your high school transcript. So you enter it. As you can see, they will give you an option where you can enter it. A drop down menu like, so you select it after you have saved all your files in your phone or on your laptop. After you have saved all these documents on your phone and then also your laptop, that's the time you are going to start your application. So you come down here, they ask you another thing. Have you achieved any significant ranking at this year school achievement rank third? By then I think I was a third student in Ahmadiyya. And also high school achievement, you also have to select that one and the rest of it. After completed the education, then you save it. As you can see this option, you save it already. You see education has been updated because I saved it earlier. So it should show this one, educational level, high school, country, Sierra Leone school, Ahmadiyya, science, and the rest of it. You go to the next option, language details. As for us coming from Sierra Leone and most of these Anglophone countries, countries that have been colonized by British, by the Great Britain, normally called the British, then English is like our native language or our official language. So you select English. They ask you, do you know any skill in Turkish? No. Other language, if you want, you put your native language. If you don't want, you leave it. It is not necessary. So they will tell you here that speaking Turkish is not mandatory to be awarded the scholarship. But however, those whose Turkish language skills are at C1 level are allowed to directly begin their studies. So that means if you have already done Turkish scholar language course and you have the certificate, you will be lucky or you will be happy to start directly without doing the language course, or else you have to do the language course. For 1 year, if you are applying for undergraduate, masters, PhD, you do it one year each. So the next option after you have saved this one, then you come to your working experience. Do you have work experience? Like for me, the time I did this, I was helping one of my relative cousin to run his business. So like I stated, it's there just to give me like the advantage. Then they ask you also for CV. You make sure you prepare a CV. Like I said earlier, you get all your documents prepared, all your documents ready. You make sure you do everything, all the documents, you get them intact before you start the application so that you won't find yourself in any situation where you have to become confused, that you don't know what to do. So that's why I advise you first to prepare all your documents. We will come to the documents later as we are getting along. So now after you have done this, you save, the number of mandatory fields to be filled in the page is one. Please fill it like, they're asking me to do something up here like this. I did it already. Okay, everything is there. So you come to your academic qualification. In Sierra Leone, we take WAS exam, the West African Senior Secondary Certificate Examination, country Sierra Leone, grade 4-6. I don't know even how I derived this grade. By then I was just trying to test this application. My exam date when I took my WAS, I guess, was 2017. So I enter everything. But my advice is make sure you enter the accurate information. Don't lie. Don't give any false information, because this is something has to do with you. When you leave your country to come to this country, the information you have there is the one they are going to use. They don't know any other information. So this is the thing. So you come again to your social activities. Another important aspect: award, project, certificate. Like for me, I have a certificate from California Youth Summit. I have another information. By then I entered, like during electioneering process, I was a voter registration officer and the rest of it. So after you have entered all of these things, even though they are not much important or necessary, but you also have to do it. Then you come to your Türkiye experience. Have you ever been to Turkey? No. Are you a member of any association of alumni in Turkey? No. Do you have any relative living there? No. Do you have any alumni portal account and not get? Have you ever received a scholarship or from any institution or organization? No. Then after you have entered all of this, then you save it. This option to save also will be available at the bottom. Then my application, this is my application. After you have entered everything, they will show you now this kind of option. They will even give you around here. Do you see where the arrow is? They will give you this option to download the summary of your application. So you select there and download it. So this is your terms and conditions of application. You come there and try to know what are the conditions of this Turkish scholarship. I selected it. So first of all, they gave us to, like they said, if you get all your documents prepared, it will only take you 30 to 50 minutes. Like before you initiate your application, but before you start, you are required to read carefully and accept the following text. When you tick the box at the end of the text, you will be deemed to have accepted all the rules and regulations. So Turkish citizens and those who have lost Turkish citizenship for any reason cannot apply for the scholarship. That is for those who are citizens and those who were citizens and they, by any chance, leave, or let me say they just remove themselves from being the citizen of this country, of Turkey country. So now you come to the next important thing, the document that you need for the application. One, they said diploma or student certificate. That means your WAEC certificate. And this certificate, you must save it in PDF or JPEG or PNG or GIF format. And these documents should not exceed, that means it should not be more than 5 megabyte large. It bandwidth and width. Then the first document, your WAS document. The second one, your exam or test result. This one is to show your, like, for example, in Sierra Leone we have SS1, SS2, SS3. SS1, SS2, SS3 document. You should make sure that you have this result with you if necessary. If you don't have all of them, make sure you have the one for the final level before you take the WAEC exam, like the SS2 to SS3. You use that one. And then also your transcripts, like I said, for high school for the last 3 years, SS1, SS2, SS3. That one is very much important. And also you make sure you give any document that will prove, yes, that will identify you that you are a citizen in that country. And this document must be issued by the public authorities in the country of your identification. If you have national ID card, it can work. Passport, driver's license, even birth certificate. But I will advise that you use passport, because at the end of the day, they will still ask you to get yourself a passport if you have been selected. So you come now, photo, like I said earlier. Make sure you get a very nice photo that clearly shows your facial features, your facial expression, taken within the last 6 months. Make sure you get that one. And now you come to the instruction for the application. Application may take, like I said earlier, 30 to 50 minutes if all your document is ready. And then you can see the announcement and check private messages through the application system. All available scholarship program application data and brief program description can be found on the home page. Some programs may be displayed as inactive or not listed at all based on your nationality. That means they are trying to say some of the programs, if you see it shows inactive or is not on the list, they advise you to check on the website or visit the website for further information on it. So another one also, when you reach the final page of the application form, having entered all information and uploaded all required documents, you will see the summary of the application. And that summary, they will give you option where to download it. So make sure you download it also for reference sake, because I remember I downloaded mine regardless of I wasn't selected, but I still downloaded it. And they said you may finalize your application if your details and documents are complete and accurate. You can check the status of your application, assessment result, and placement procedure on this page. That means after you have done all the application and submitted, you receive the email that yes, you have submitted your application. If you want to check if you have been evaluated and accepted, you come to this same application, you log in with your email and password, then you check in these options. In this option, like you see here, status, if approved, they will show it here that yes, they have approved your application. You receive the email, you download it. This is how you are going to be using it. Even if you go to Türkiye, this same application is the one you are going to be continuously using to communicate with the people who are helping you, how to get your hostel, your food, how to start your application in your university, the registration, all is going to be on this portal. So that's why they required you to enter a very accurate information. You don't have to lie. You don't have to do anything that is not the right way. So you have to take all this into cognizance before you start your application. Home page, like I said earlier, that's the first thing you see, the home page, personal information, family information, contact, education, language. Make sure you enter each and every one accurately. As you can see, currently there are scholarship open, which is a serious scholarship program for bachelor's, master's, PhD, and the rest. So make sure you do all this accurately. So after you have done all of this, on your right hand side there are application manual. I advise you also to read each and every one. You select like how can I start with the application process. When you select this one, you see you are required to first fill in the fields in the left menu, the one that we have just done and the rest of it. So guys, I would like to stop here. As time goes on, we will go further to do some of the applications, and also as time goes on, each week I and my friends, we are going to compile some document and show you the type of document, the type of WAS result you are required, not only the statement of result from your school, and what you have to do before you travel, so that when you go to that country it will become so easier for you. It will not have to be like, oh, after you have reached there, oh, I don't know this, I don't know that. So our next target will be the document you need, and I am going to give examples of the document and also the other things. So this is how you go about applying for a Turkish scholarship. And if I may stop, I would like to stop here. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any doubt, you can either send me a private message on TikTok. As time goes on, we will be creating a WhatsApp group for all students who will be asking some questions. And also I will be sharing our YouTube page channel link, where you are required to like if you wish, so that you don't miss any opportunity that will come your way. My advice is, don't just try once and you didn't succeed, you give up. As for me, based on my experience, when I first started, just after I completed high school 2017, I applied 18, 19, 20, 21, then 22nd, then I was fortunate to be selected. So you don't just apply once, then you started thinking like, oh, this thing is not authentic, this thing, I have tried once, twice, it didn't work. You just have to believe in something. Me first, when I started, I believed that yes, with this thing I will be able to found myself in university, and honestly it happened, it come. Sometimes it's not all about dreams, sometimes you have to make the move. So that's the advice I will leave with you. Don't look down on anything. You can do better than what people think of you. So if you believe in education, this is a very shortcut that will help you. Honestly, it's so much important. Take it into consideration. So guys, I would like to stop here. So our next week we will get our next session on how to what document and what documents as a high school student, what you are required. And as time goes on, we will also go to masters and also give direction on how to apply for master's scholarship, PhD, so on and so forth. So bye bye, thank you.